You're going to love this. The Chicago Tribune is now suing Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Chicago's newspaper alleging that Emanuel violated state open records laws when he refused to release communications about city business conducted through private emails and text messages. Does this sound at all familiar? Joining us now, American radio personality John Gambling, radio talk show host, attorney, Fox News contributor, Eboni Williams. Good to have you all with us.
Hello, Luke.
John is heard every day on 970 The Answer in New York City. Good to have you both. Let me start, Eboni, with you. This business with Rahm Emanuel in Chicago, it looks like it's straight out of the Clinton playbook. At some point, are any of these people going to be held accountable?
You know, I certainly hope so, actually. I hope the FBI takes this seriously, Lou, because I don't really understand why this keeps happening. Just, here's the thing. If you have nothing to hide, that's a big if, I understand. But if you don't, why not just for the sake of the even appearance of impropriety, just release the records? And what's interesting about this, Lou, is that the law is actually very not clear on this. It's pretty ambiguous because it says that you maybe can use a private device for these public emails and stuff. But look, just because you can, that doesn't mean that's the right choice. And that's what we heard Hillary Clinton eventually apologizing for. Like, she says she didn't do anything wrong, but she should have made a better choice. And I think that's true for Rahm Emanuel as well.
Well, those folks have been making some pretty bad choices for some time as we look at what is going on. Hillary and Uma. John, Clinton claims she wasn't directly involved with the decision to let her work a couple of extra jobs, special government employee status. Judicial Watch finds documents that says, yes, she did sign off on it all. What now?
What now, Lou? I think the same thing as Eboni just said is going to take place. Nothing. Everybody seems to just give these people a pass no matter what. We understand tonight that there are more Benghazi emails that are being released right now. This thing, it's torturous to those that ask the question, what are these people doing? They seem to be lying at every single turn, and the mainstream media does nothing to ask the questions and put the heat on. Can you imagine if it were one of the GOP candidates that was holding emails? The screaming would, you could hear it from California to New York.
Boehner resigns, and Eboni, here's a man who's considered one of the worst speakers in history, and we're watching the process begin already for his replacement. Republicans, American people have no confidence that the Republicans won't simply betray them again once he is out of speakership, or whether they get a new president. What do you think?
Well, you're right, Lou. You talked about it earlier on your program. 62% feel completely betrayed by their party. But here's what's interesting. My social media following is about equal parts both liberal and conservative. And everybody all day felt like this was great news. It makes me ask the question, Lou, if liberals really understand what this means. Do they understand that with Boehner's exit means that someone probably far more conservative is going to step into that role?
By the way, at random, it would be somebody more conservative.
Right, right. Sure, anybody would be. I'm sure you'd say so. But yeah, certainly it's going to be more conservative and more opposing to a progressive agenda. So I don't know if the liberals are getting that because they were all too happy today. But I will say, Harry Reid almost cried on Facebook. I mean, he was very sad to see Boehner go.
He got confused. He thought he was Speaker of the House for a minute.
I think he knew what it meant. Yeah.
What's your take on this?
Well, I think the liberals might not understand where this is going to go. I don't think the conservatives that were so happy at that voter conference, that were yelling and screaming when Marco Rubio announced the resignation, I don't know why they think things are going to change. You are still going to have the right and the moderate GOP. They're still going to clash. Why do they think that this contention is going to change whatsoever? I think it's actually going to get worse rather than better, unfortunately.
Well, things got worse for Donald Trump today. Let's roll the sound from the conference there where Marco Rubio is being applauded announcing Boehner's resignation. Can we have that, please?
You have this clown, Marco Rubio. I've been so nice to him. I've been so nice. I've been so nice.
You know, I think that act may be coming to a close. What do you think, John?
Well, Lou, I think that the air is leaking out of Donald Trump very quickly. I know that his numbers are still very strong. He's still in the lead.
Question.
But but I think the shine is off, even those that are major loud supporters of his. I think people are tired of that sort of reaction.
You know what I can't understand, Ebony, is why this is a smart man, doing very well.
Very.
And he will not change at all. It's a tired act. He's smarter than this. He's better than this. And he is really breaking promises with those who supported him.
This is poorly played, Lou, right? I mean, this is a guy so far out front. He's got one job. Don't mess it up. Get out of your own way. Simply don't hurt yourself. And I think he hurt himself today.
Yeah, well, he's got another job, too, and that's running his multi-billion-dollar company.
Well, there's that.
Ebony Williams, thanks.
I think,
John,
hey, Lou,
John,
Lou, real fast.
I got to jump, man. Good night.
Okay,
Thank you, John.
adios.
Next time.